All right, hey guys, welcome back to Lockdown Sports. Now, if you know me, you know that I'm posting very irregularly. So this video is all going to be about something that happens 4 years down the line, just in case I get lazy, just in case life gets in the way. And with me, I have another guy who needs to post more, who also posts irregularly. So I thought this was a match made in heaven. Welcome to the show, Badare. How you going, mate?
I'm good, thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
No worries, no worries. How'd you feel about today's games then? You watch all of them?
I slept through the first half of Cameroon and Switzerland because
Yeah,
3 days of waking at 5
that was
a.m.
a good decision, man, because these boys, yeah, these boys, they're so worried about getting themselves the best value shot. It just gets
I,
to a point, man. These boys just have to take a shot, and like that's
I've
what
been
the World
saying
Cup
it.
is for me, man.
I've been saying it for 3 days, man. Like that shit is nice for 38 games in a season, right?
Exactly.
Then it actually does level off and it like evens out and all that
Yeah.
XG stuff, right?
Yeah.
But dude, it's a 3 game group. Take the fucking put your foot through it.
Bro, I'm
I can
here
swear
for
on this,
the
right?
outliers. I'm here for the fucking outliers.
Okay, I can swear on this too. Okay, I'm good.
Yeah,
I just made to make sure.
yeah.
But yeah, like it's ridiculous. It's getting like if
Mm,
Saudi did what Canada did, they'd have lost one now. Like, dude, they
exactly.
took shots. If it was up
Exactly.
to if the roles were switched and Canada got the
Yeah.
first chance, right?
Yeah.
The first goal, I mean, Jonathan David would have turned around and passed it back instead of
Yeah.
just taking the weak foot cross field shot and goes all the way to the bottom corner. Like that's what the tournament's about. It's about
Bro,
you're there. You're not
even
like yeah. Take a moment.
even just taking an early shot, right? Like it's so fucking important because when you play any goalkeeper, like the first thing they want to do is feel that ball. They want to be safe. Until that moment, for me, they're not even a player. Like they don't even
Yeah.
have any idea what the conditions are like. So like for me, like you just have to take those shots. And the Saudi the I'm probably gonna pronounce a bunch of shit wrong, bro. I'm sorry. The Saudi player, whoever scored the second goal,
Sad
the
bit
whole
Dawson. Yeah.
game. Yeah, the
Yeah.
whole game. He was playing like he wanted a highlights reel. And I was so proud of him because for every one of these players, yeah, every one of these players on one of these smaller countries, this is literally just a marketing
It's the pinnacle
expedition.
of your. It's the pinnacle of your career. That's what it's supposed to be. Like that's
Exactly.
yeah. It's never gonna be better than this. So like, take your shot.
Exactly. All right, that's enough about today's games. Let's get well down the track. 4 years time, the FIFA World Cup's going to have 48 teams instead of 32. Now, there's a lot of question marks. A lot of people saying, obviously, the quality of the game's going to go down. And you saw some people saying we need the World Cup just to have 16 fucking teams. Like they they missed the first word in the word World Cup, so it's a bit silly to me. But how do you feel about having 48 teams in America?
Look, to me, I've always been for an expansion. Like to me, that's the whole point of this tournament. The whole point of this tournament is it's not about quality. If you want the highest level quality, go watch the Champions League, right?
Yeah,
It's about and the funny thing is the same people who don't want the expansion don't want the Super League. It's like which one do you
yeah,
want? Do you want quality or do you, because to me the Champions League is where the best quality football should be, right? And the
yeah,
World Cup is a unifying event where everybody should get you should get a shot. Like I'm sorry,
100%.
we neglected the entire idea of just having only the best teams. We neglected that fact when we gave you know age of four spots because I mean
You don't
I'm
need
an
to go there. I'm happy with my 4.5 spots, man.
no, so that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. I'm Arab too, and I want all these teams to qualify. But at the end of the day, I know we're not
yeah,
we're not part of the 32 best teams, maybe right.
yeah,
But irrespective of that, that's not the point. That's not the
yeah,
point. If like the point of the World Cup is for what Saudi did and what Japan did. That's the
100%.
essence of the tournament.
Yeah.
And the best teams always win anyway. Like it's not. There's never been an underdog World Cup winner. It's always one of the elite teams that's going to
I
win.
feel like we're getting to that point though, where there might just be with all this bullshit with VAR, with all the bullshit in the game right now. I think bullshit's top tier right now, like as high as it could be, with stuff that's going wrong in the game. So I definitely think there could be one of those outliers you see in the Euros. But my only thinking, and it's only like the logic side, is like if it can happen in the Euros, it might happen in the World Cup as well. That's what I'm thinking with that.
I mean, look, it's mathematically possible, but to
Yeah,
me, like international football is so much about who has the better players because
Yeah.
these guys meet up 2 weeks before the tournament.
Bro,
There's
not
not real
even,
tactics
man.
going in.
Not even 2 weeks now.
Yeah,
This whole
this
World
one
Cup,
it's like
man.
it's literally like 7 days or 9 days or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's no the tactics are at a minimum, right?
Yeah.
In this World Cup. And actually, if you the only team that successfully had a really big tactical influence was Saudi, and that's because they were all in the boot camp
Yeah.
3 months before the
Yeah.
tournament. Like they
Yeah.
took them out of they
They
started the
have been
league.
waiting for this moment and they made
Right.
sure they got it right, man.
Exactly. And that's why they were able to implement like the offside trap and all that stuff. You couldn't do that if and you can't practice that in 9 days and then
Yeah.
just debut it in the tournament. You can't. You'd
100%.
get in live.
100%. Now, another thing I want to touch on today is like with the 48 teams, obviously dropping quality. We know that, but we really don't care. What I want to talk about is how will this affect like viewership? How do you think this affects the viewership of the game? Do you think it gets to a point where we're tuning into Costa Rica versus Honduras and there's no one in the crowd? Do you think it'll ever get to that point where people just won't tune in?
No. I mean, the casual maybe won't
Yeah,
tune
that's what I'm
into
thinking
every
because
game.
me and you, yeah, we're gonna
Yeah,
be
we're
here.
watching everything.
Yeah, we're here 3 a.m., 12 p.m., whatever it is. Do you think the public interest and what the people that are bankrolling these events will start to care? Do you think that's going to be a tipping point eventually?
I think maybe like the lower level games that you're talking about that will
Yeah,
happen because of this. I think okay, fine. The interest in those ones will be
yeah,
less, but just by matter of having so many more countries, you'll
yeah,
end up with a
yeah,
much higher. Like
yeah,
also, what you have to factor is the countries that are going to be qualifying are smaller countries,
yeah,
and when those countries qualify, everyone is involved. It doesn't matter if
100%.
they care sport, if they care
Dude,
like if they care about sports the rest of the year. Everybody's involved.
everyone's a soccer fan when the Socceroos are winning or when for
Exactly.
the 2 weeks. It's the whole Olympics thing, right?
Exactly.
No one cares about archery, no one cares about pole vault, but it's on. They're wearing your country's colors. Some of these idiots just feel mad patriotic for no reason. No, somehow just have this allegiance to the country, and they just go
Yeah.
with it.
That's what
Um,
and that's what it's about. Yeah, it's
yeah,
about like to me it's about the World Cup taking over your month. Like
yeah,
that's what it is about. It's about for
yeah,
me. I lived in Jordan when Algeria made the round of 16, right?
yeah.
People were out in the streets celebrating for Algeria. It's not we're
Yeah,
not even Algerian, but people
I
were
know, bro.
celebrating because it's an extension. Like you want to see it becomes that you want to see
Yeah,
these smaller nations succeed or these smaller footballing nations at least.
yeah, yeah. I was just thinking, like, when I go to America, I was thinking, should I take advantage of like these lower attendance games and buy like courtside tickets to like Indiana Pacers or some shit when they're tanking, see everyone come to town.
Yeah,
I think everyone will still eventually buy the tickets to all these lower level games. Like I said, like doesn't matter in international football. We're not here for the quality. We're just here for the moments.
yeah.
But there, before we leave, anything else you want to plug? Anything you want to tell the people?
I have my own channel, the Dare Ball. My Twitter is there somewhere right now. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
You need to do a better job selling yourself, all right? I'll do it for you. But Dare is one of the most.
Well,
He's
I
not
can't
even
say
a
that
hot
about
take
myself.
guy. You're not even a hot take guy. You're just one of the most passionate football fans I know. And we need to see more of you making content. That's all I'm going to
Thank
say.
you, but I can't say that about myself. So come on,
You
man.
should. You can and you should. I'll
No,
say it
I
about
can't. I
myself.
can't say. No, I can't say that about myself.
Okay.
But thank
Okay.
you.
All right, no worries. We'll leave it there, guys. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the video or number of videos I post this out in. Anyways, take care, stay tuned, stay locked in.